Hello, my name is Yolandis Romali Purba. I am from 12 IPA class. I want to tell a story about Cinderella. Once upon a time, there lived a girl called Cinderella. She was happy, lived with her mother and father, until her mother died and her father had married a widow with two daughters. Her stepmother didn't like one little bit, but for the poor unhappy girl, there was nothing at all. Her stepmother has two daughters, and they were very bossy. No rest and no comfort. She had to work hard all day. Only when evening came was she allowed to sit for a while by the fire near the windows. That's why everybody called her Cinderella. Cinderella used to spend long hours all alone talking to the cat. The cat always said meow, which really means you have something neither of your stepsister has, and that is beauty. It was quite true. Cinderella, even dressed in old rags, was a lovely girl, while her stepsister, no matter how splendid and elegant their clothes, were still clumsy, lumpy, and ugly, and always would be. One day, beautiful new dress at the house. A ball was to be held at the palace, and the stepsister were getting ready to go. Cinderella didn't even dare ask if she could go too. She knew very well what the answer would be. You staying at home to wash the dishes, scrub the floors, and turn down the beds for your stepsister. They will come home tired and very sleepy. Cinderella said, "Oh dear, I'm so unhappy." And the cat murmured, "Meow." Suddenly something amazing happened. As Cinderella was sitting all alone, there was a burst of light and a fairy appeared. "Don't be alarmed, Cinderella," said the fairy. "I know you would love to go to the ball. And so you shall. How can I dress in rags?" Cinderella replied. The fairy smiled. With a flash, her magic wand, Cinderella found herself wearing the most beautiful dress she had ever seen. "Now for your coach," said the fairy. "A real lady would never go to a ball on foot. Quick, get me a pumpkin." "Oh, of course," said Cinderella, rushing away. Then the fairy turned to the cat. "You bring me 7 mice. And remember, the must be alive." Cinderella soon returned with the pumpkin and the cat with the 7 mice he had caught in the cellar. With a flight of magic wand, a pumpkin turned into a sparking coach, and the mice became 6 wild horses, while the 7 mouse turned into a coachman in a smart uniform and crying white. Cinderella could hardly believe her ears. "You go to the ball, Cinderella, but remember, you must leave at midnight. That is when spell ends. Your coach will turn back into a pumpkin and the horses will become mice again. You will be dressed in rags and wearing dogs instead of their glass slipper. Do you understand?" Cinderella smiled and said, "Yes, I understand." Cinderella had a wonderful time until she heard the first stroke of midnight. She remembered what the fairies had said, and without a word of goodbye, she slipped from the prince's arm and ran down the steps. As she ran, she lost one of her slippers, but not for a moment. She dreams of stopping to pick it up. If the last stroke of midnight were sound, oh, what the disaster that would be! Out she fled and vanished into the night. The prince, who was now madly in love with her, picked up the slipper and said to his minister, "Go and search everywhere for the girl whose foot the slipper fits. I will be content until I find her." So the minister tied the slipper on the foot of every girl in the land until only Cinderella was left. Suddenly the fairy appeared and waved her magic wand. In a flash, Cinderella appeared in splendid dress, shining with youth and beauty. Her stepmother and stepsister gaped at her in amazement, and the minister said, "Come with us, Cinderella. The prince is waiting for you." So, Cinderella married the prince and lived happily ever. Thank you.